Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wan Muhammad Shazwan bin Wasno with number matrix AN200100. I am from group 4 and I will tell you about chapter 4 product design and development. Okay, we go to our first slide. Okay, 4.1 development process and planning. The key concept of planning is defined as an organized, conscious, and continual attempt to select the best available alternatives to achieve specific goals. The simple meaning of planning is it is the process of setting goals and choosing best alternative to achieve stated goals. Okay, the importance or purpose of planning. Okay, project planning helps us to first think ahead and prepare for the future. 2. Clarify goals and develop a vision. Third, identify issues that will need to be addressed. 4. Choose between options. Okay, the project planning also helps us to eliminate 1. Poor project design. Second, over-ambitious project. Third, undefined problems. 4. Unstructured project work plans. Okay, there are a lot of characteristics of effective planning, but I took some of them. First, a fundamental function of project management. Second, plan have flexibility. Third, it change adaptability. The plan will go through time and space very well. Okay, 4. Plan balance between idealistic and practical. Okay, activities of project planning. First is feasibility design. It determines the implementability of the project. Second, appraisal. It is the evaluation of project ability to succeed. The third is detailed design. It is concerned with presentation of guideline, both work and detailed implementation plan. Okay, step of project planning process. First, we need to understand project objective. Second, we need to identify key project stages. The third is we need to prepare work breakdown structure. The fourth is determine logical sequence of activities. The fifth, estimate time and resource requirements. And the sixth is allocate responsibility for each activities. And the lastly is finalize our project plan. So that's all from me, and I will give to my fellow members to explain more about product design and development.
Welcome to another subtopic of product design and development. In this subtopic, we are going to talk about identifying customer needs and quality function deployment. So let's begin with our presentation. First of all, we can identify customer needs and quality function deployment. Customer needs are defined as an influential factor that trigger them to buy a product or service. In order to identify customer needs, it's important to understand the reason behind their decision making. First of all, we can identify, distribute, collect, and create. Identify is what the customer need from you through keywords research, focus group, or social listening. Distribute from the information to the relevant skateboard holder in your organization. Create. Craft product features or create content that speak to your customer needs. Collect customer feedback on how your effort meets on their expectations. Why is it so important to identify customer needs? First, it fastens your solution. Second, it improves your product and service. So this is the image that we need to understand how we need to contact with the customer. Then we got customer requirement. that we need to understand. This is the step that we need to do step by step to make us understand more about the customer. Then type of customer needs. We got product needs and service need. First of all, we got price. Customer generally set their budget for any purchase product. Then features. Customer look for the features that will solve their problem and reliability in functioning while using the product. And effectiveness. The product should be effective in streamlining the process to save time. So this is the image to identify customer needs. Okay, we have service needs. Empathy. Customers stick to the brand that serve them with empathy attitude. Charity. Customers look for the transparent information from the brand related to the privacy, refund policy, and many more. Information. Customer needs information from the point of interaction until one decision is made. So we need to understand what actually the customer want from us and not what the company believe what they want. Quality function deployment is a method for putting the customer needs first throughout the entire product development process. Function quality deployment is defined as a process and set of tools used to identify, effectively define customer requirements and convert them into a detailed engineering specification and plans to produce a product that fulfill those requirements. So it got three types of characteristics: customer focus, shorter deployment time and lower cost, structure and documentation. How to implement quality function deployment? First of all, we got product definition, then we got problem development, then process development, and last we got process quality control. I hope you understand this right. Okay, this is the diagram of the function deployment. Okay, first we got the house of quality template and benefits. So before we want to start the quality function deployment, we need to understand this diagram. Like the first part is the iteration metric, product characteristic. Then in this content, we got to know voice of the customer, priority, relationship metric, and competitive values. And the rest, you can understand this one. And this is the waterfall of relationship of quality function matrices. Requirement metric, design requirement. So then we go to the engineering design, then product characteristic, then manufacturing, purchasing operation, last but not least, production and quality control. Okay, that's all from me for the subtopics. Thank you for watching.
Today I would like to present my topic regarding brainstorming. So what is brainstorming actually? Brainstorming is a group creative technique by which effort are meant to find a conclusion for a specific problem by gathering a list of ideas spontaneously contributed by its member. Basically, brainstorming is a situation where a group of people gather ideas and ways to overcome problems and obstacles. In brainstorming, people are able to come up with their ideas freely and as much as they can without any criticism. There's few important things in brainstorming. First of all is teamwork. An active group member can actually boost up the brainstorming process, which they give out ideas and cooperate with the teams. Next will be a good team leader. A good team leader is someone that is optimistic, inspiring, and someone that can hold the team together. Next will be meeting places. A meeting place with no interaction can actually help the group member to focus on discussion, also known as brainstorming. Last but not least is the equipment. For example, whiteboards and electronic gadgets is the equipment that needed in brainstorming. Electronic gadgets like smartphones and laptops can help the group members in finding information online, and they can jot it down on a whiteboard. In order to perform brainstorming in effective and progressive way, a few basic rules is set. The basic rules are refrain from judgment and criticism, encourage weird and wacky ideas, aim for quantity, build on others' idea, and allow one conversation at a time. No one should be negative, including body language about any idea. Any idea contributed by members should be accepted without any criticism. By suspending judgment, participants will feel free to generate unusual ideas. Besides, further to ban and on killer phrases like too expensive, Keep the floodgates open so everyone feel free to blurt out ideas, provided they are on topic. To get a good long list of suggestions, whilst ideas are encouraged, they can be generated by looking from news perspective and suspending assumption. This new way of thinking might give out a better solution. Next, remember quantity breeds quality. The sifting and sorting process came later. This rule is mean that enhancing divergent production. The assumption is that the greater the number of ideas generated, the bigger the chance of producing a radical and effective solution. The next basic rule is built on others' ideas. It's a process of association where members expand on other notions and reach new insights, allowing this idea to trigger their own. Say and rather than discourage with but to get idea closer to the problem. Last but not least, the problem the basic idea is allowed one conversation at a time. It is to arrive a concrete result. It's essential to keep on track this way and show respect for everyone's ideas. Every member is given personal time to speak out their idea while other members listen. It's important that all the members are clear with the topics and able to identify the respective problems. Members should approach this sharply defined question, plan or goal and stay on topics. A good head start will be understanding the problem faced and the solution that they are finding. Once all the members understand the topic, leader can set a time within 15 minutes to 1 hour for brainstorming. The time limit depends on the problem's complexity. Group members should have set a time limit in order to avoid wasting of time. Besides, it will boost the process where members try to figure out the problem in a time set. Normally, group members will start to chit-chat when they gather together. So, by setting a time can really help in the progress. Members now are free to contribute as many ideas as they want. By providing wide range of ideas, it's easy to obtain inspiration during brainstorming. Leader can lead the discussion by using several methods. The most known method is by visualize the idea. Members can diagram and posit which help ideas to life and help others see things in different way. Leaders can also encourage those members who are shy to give out ideas by giving them chances to speak in person. After brainstorming, the idea have to be noted exactly to avoid miss out idea. It's important as all the ideas given by member can be greatly useful in solving the problems. In a nutshell, group members discuss and analyze to select the most suitable ideas. This summarizes all the ideas contributed early in the brainstorming process. Last but not least, there's a few applications of brainstorming in real life. Brainstorming is widely used in advertising campaign, research and development research, marketing strategy and methods, research technique, government policy. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nonazra binti Burhanuddin, and today I would like to present my subtopic of 4.6, which is feasibility studies. In this subtopic, I will explain the definition of feasibility studies, the types of feasibility studies, and also the differences, the feasibility studies, and the business plan. Why is a feasibility studies? Feasibility study is an analysis needed before starting a new project, developing a new product or service, establish a new business, and modifying existing business. Feasibility study are broken down into 4 sections: economic feasibility, technical feasibility, operation feasibility, and also a schedule feasibility. At the end of the day, the feasibility helps us to decide whether to go ahead with the proposed project or not. There are differences between feasibility study and the business plan. The feasibility study is not the same as the business plan. When someone has an initial business idea, the company carries out the feasibility study. It aims to fetch the possibility in the business plan. Business plan, on the other hand, describes the company, its goals, strategy, and its forecast. For simply, the feasibility study tells us whether something it will work and make money, while the business plan tells us how it will work. Okay, let me give you another example. For example, the feasibility study come first. It answer the question whether is it doable, will it be profitable. Once the project approved, the business plan came to the last and it will set out the goals.
Concept selection is the most critical aspect of the entire product development process. However, many industries not aware of this or they might lack of knowledge about this. Choosing the most appropriate product concept is the most crucial action in product development environment. The concept selection is typical example of multi-criteria decision making, which select the best concept among the alternatives during early product design and development phases. The concept evaluation and selection is necessary for a project to reach high value, which the chosen concept will decide the movement of detailed design phase. Over the years, concept selection become more challenging. Besides, a majority industry have been found to be lacking in adequate and appropriate method for concept selection because they fail to conduct formal method of concept selection. The product need to redesign or remanufacture because irrelevant decision making during concept selection at conceptual design stage. There are the questions that we need to think before we choose the product. Firstly, about product quality. For example, does it satisfy customer need? Second is about product cost. For example, question is how much cost of manufacturing this product? Third, development time. For example, how quick did the team complete the development effort? And fourth, development cost. For example, how much the cost that needed to complete the development? That's a question that we need to think before we choose the product or the best of product. Next is about concept selection method. This concept selection method that we use to choose our product to represent our company. First, we can use based on order received. Second, build, prototype and evaluate the product. Third, discuss among executive. Fourth, based on market demand. Fifth, try and error. And the last one is based on market standard deviation. That is a method that we can use before we choose the product. So the next one is prototyping. Prototype is early sample model or release of a product built to test a concept or process. Prototyping serves to provide specification for real working system than theoretical one. There are basic prototype categories. First, a proof of principle prototype. This serves to verify some key functional aspect of indeed design. Second, a working prototype. This represents all or mostly all of the functionality of final project. Third, a visual prototype. This represents size and appearance but not functionality. Fourth, a user experience prototype. This represents enough appearance and function of product. And the last one is a functional prototype. This represents capture both function and appearance. There are importance of prototype. First, present idea to customer more clearly. Second, stimulate real product. Third, provide focused feedback. Fourth, enhance quality of our product. And the last one is planning. So when we receive a feedback from our customer and we will focus our planning to improve our product. Prototyping is very important to to all of company before we launch our final product, because from the prototyping we can improve our product based on their functionality, their appearance, their size and so on.
Miss Magda, stay safe anak Riri. our present subtopic about design models. Definition of design model is an object model describing the realization of use cases and serves as an extraction of the implementation model and its pure code. The design model is used as essential input to activity in implementation and test. The design models primarily set the architectures, but is also used as feature for analysis during the elaboration phase. Product design is the process of identifying a market opportunity, clearly defining the problem, developing a proper solution for that problem, and validating the solution with the real users. To create the product design, must have a creative plan of to design step by step and targeted creative activity. The design process refers to the design development process and the order in which design tasks are completed. With advanced technology, we have using computer-aided design (CAD) and manufacturing have been widely used in the product design process. Models are created via rapid prototypes based on computer-aided design. They have made. The team will focus on basic product concepts and future design are based largely on survey rather than in-depth design and technique. The process of the to design model. The first point is research. The research phase is primarily focused on people, machine, and environment, including target users, potential users, manufacturers, seller, recycling, and others. To relate that, the product lifecycle, gender, age, education, income level, as well as other factors that reflect status and lifestyle. The value have profound impact on future product design direction. The second point is analysis data. The first can analyze the immediate needs and potential of the users so that it can achieve design customization in a targeted way. Second, machine investigation can be intuitive and effective in finding market expression opportunity, whereas the product status is very much in line with the current trend can meet needs of the most customer. It can be used as an advanced product development, taking advantage of popular goods and targeting the mainstream of the market. The third point is conceptual design. Concept design is a series of simple design concepts that are structured and targeted based on the analysis of market demands and the purview customer needs. The concept design determines the main purpose and direction of the further product development, where we can save as much of our resource input as possible. Assist with the following production and the sale. The fourth point is design result. The design result is the initial phase of the project is mainly to state out the outcome of the project and the initial preparation for further production. In this stage, through design static dimension drawing, station construction drawing, and detailed design results are presented in detail and completely. For a manufacturer is the level which the necessary engineering is done for each component of the product. Each part is identified and planning. Manufacturer and development are turning to the complex 3D modeling with a program like Pro Engineer. Three-dimensional computer models are at the heart of today's fast prototyping technique. Once a database is developed, prototype components can be quickly built into the computerized machines such as CNC mice, fusion segments, and modeling equipment or stereolithography system. And that's all for me. Thank you.